Okay, here people, we're in serious what the fuck category. So we're gonna calm down.
The door won't open until the power finishes cycling up.
Quit being mad and use some strategy.
You're just gonna stay in, just the two of us. Boring.
No, I got it.
Y'all know what it is. We RBG Peaky ringing. You see the Murph Man with Deadpool over there, so you know what's going on. It's O.D.D Games Night, baby. Black Iron Edition. Shouts out to Striking Distance, Glen Schofield and Company, formerly of Visceral Redwood Studios, the original makers of Dead Space, brings us the Callisto Protocol. We about to review it O.D.D Games Night style. Yeah. QT Dub, the Murph Man, aka Cold Wolf. You know what it is. Talk to him, Murph.
Willie,
It's Saturday
you're
night.
right.
We got the drinks flowing.
It's O.D.D game night. Glad to be back out here with everyone. I've been missing. I've been in the upside down world. If you ask Google, where's Murph? I was the upside down, but I'm back. I came back up out of that thing. And yes, we are here reviewing this Callisto. Willie, I'm really, y'all know that's my partner right there. Y'all know that's my boy right there.
Yo.
Willie, he been keeping that grind going on. He has so many projects that I want y'all to go check out. Mel Independence. Willie's just doing stuff around the clock. It keeps me going. We back on this O.D.D. He got me he helping me with my own projects that's coming on.
Yes, sir. Naughty Guys,
thank
baby.
them. Naughty Guys. It's Naughty Guys Studios. It's just what it is, man. But glad to be back out here and everybody. Hope everybody had a happy new year, safe, and keeping it real. How you doing when he talks to me?
You know what it is. Shouts out to you, Murph, man. But for real, on all that other stuff you was talking about, hey, man, y'all back on another O.D.D Games Night. And the real project, you know what I mean, we working on, it's something hot. That LT is something hot.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna keep hearing us say LT until it starts getting close. I'm not even gonna name drop on it yet. Not even giving premises about it yet. We've done the research.
And you're right, Willie. I'm glad you said.
We gonna do it.
But it's LT with a question mark. Right now for the people, put LT question mark.
LT,
but I promise
baby.
I promise you that question mark will turn into an exclamation point.
I
guarantee you that. I guarantee you.
Let's
That's
do
a
it.
promise.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Now. On to the task at hand. What's up?
And you know, one more thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. As always, do us a favor. Hit the bell. You understand?
Rock the bells like LL.
Please. Come on, rock the bells.
LL.
You understand?
LLing over here.
Give us something. Some type of feedback.
You
That's
know,
all.
comments.
That's
you
it.
know, we like it all.
We like it all.
So
talk to me, Woody.
We get ready to get into the topic of the night, which is we're doing our review of the Callisto Protocol. Game's been out for about a month and a half at this point, and a lot of people have reviewed it. Overwhelmingly, it has gotten, we'll say, lukewarm reviews at best. So I would say some of it warranted. I'd say some of it a bit extreme. But I'll be fair and say that it is to be expected when you look at the pedigree in which it came from and what that it was ultimately going to be compared against, regardless. And you know, the elephant in the room is the original Dead Space.
Oh yes. Hard shoes to come in and try to take over, or not say take over, but just to match up with it. You know, not even thinking to take over, but just to match up with it. But go ahead, because it was different to me.
Yeah, and so before we get into the actual critique or whatever, you know what I mean? If there's some people that haven't seen any of this yet or whatever, we're just gonna drop like just a little bit of the opening part.
Give them some,
experience. So you know, we're gonna share a little something with the people right quick. We're gonna let you check
People
some
are
of this
saying,
out. If
what
you
are they
haven't been
talking
down with
about?
Callisto.
What
Yes.
what game was this? Because you
All
might be
right.
like, oh,
Oh man.
yeah, oh yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
so like you said, we picking up at the
Oh
this is very
yeah,
beginning, almost like you want to call it an opening cutscene. Callisto Protocol. You
yes.
got a act. This the main character is Jacob here, acted by Josh de Mahal, my man from Transformers. I'm just calling him Mr. It's the Transformers, motherfucker.
And the Transformer man.
Him and Tyrese.
Yeah, I know Tyrese.
Oh snap! All right. I gotta switch the audio so y'all can hear it. Callisto, let's do it.
I'm gonna slide out for 1 second.
Yes, sir. Damn, bro. Oh shoot!
I
It's
love
the
my new
outer
Gamble Butte.
reach, whatever people. You like that? What? Oh no, it's not.
Yes, sir.
It's not. Hey.
One life sign detected. Continuing search.
Black Iron Security. You the pilot?
They put that young man through something, don't they?
That's
But see, I can't say anything yet.
We'll just need the one. Okay, let's get you out of here.
Damn, bro.
Manifest says you were running cargo out of the hangar. Don't get many of you freelancers out here.
I was just doing my job.
Don't I know it? This is the first ship I ever lost.
Excellent work. I mean the hurt in his face.
Fool your jets, cargo jockey. You do your job. You let me do mine.
Damn, I forgot I was on here.
And let me tell you something. They did a very good job with that young lady right there. That's the young lady from, don't know her name. Sorry, I don't off the rip like that. But I do know the face, and that's my young lady from The Boys. And
Kimiko.
the way they did, what's her name?
Kimiko and the Boys. I forget her real name too.
Oh, okay, Kimiko. But yes, Kimiko and The Boys. Next time I come on, I try to shoot her name out and everything. But yeah, they did. I like the way they did her.
O.D.D games night, HorrorFest, baby, brother. Exactly, Captain. Exactly. So, like you say, you see graphically, it's off the hook at the beginning.
Graphically, yeah. Go ahead.
No, like you said, graphically, it's off the hook at the beginning and throughout. But I'm saying you see that at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They also went and got top flight Hollywood actors.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing. Remember, we picked up on. Yeah, you got my man Josh from the Transformers. You got Kimiko from the Boys. But then remember Captain Ferris, who is actually one of the main antagonists, the guard. Remember?
Yes.
He's from the Mist. He was
the young
he was
guy.
one of the military boys in the. If anybody's seen the Stephen King movie, The Mist, Ferris is a young private back in The Mist that came out like 2008 or whatever. Obviously, and now he's an older guy. But yeah, so they spared no expense with the actors in this game. So that was something you noticed right off the rip. So before we get into going into all overall what you would give it and this and that, I thought we would break it down, what we thought about it, pros and cons, on a couple of different categories. So I say the categories we would want to break down. Let's break down, let's say graphics, sound, story, and then the gameplay. So let's start back up at number one with the graphics. What was your first impression and then your impression throughout graphically, as far as how you took in the game, the visuals, how you saw them, lighting, things of that nature? How did you like what your eyeballs were literally taking in when you played Callisto?
Well, for me, checking it out was like, I mean, when I first seen it, when you first see it, the one thing that they do is show that they try to upgrade they try to go to another level of what's the word I want to say? And then the graphics visually, when you're watching it, is good. But when I say graphics, they try to take it to another level of, in the sense of like, do I want to say brutality? Like, because you'll see something that's like, that's unheard of. Like, Joker I had one scene where Joker he bit my face off like, but the head he left like a piece of like the neck, and like it was just like a piece of neck left there, but it was this
It's
part was left also and shit.
I'm
So
glad you said that because this is why I did not review the game. This is why I didn't review the game, because it's best reviewed with two people. Because see, I had my graphics notes and the death scenes not even on here. How did I leave that off? Because think about it, Captain. The reason I went back and played a maximum security run was because of some of the PC Gamer magazine people crying about it until they made an update and a patch to where you could push a button and skip through them. If you didn't want to see the ridiculously thank you, Captain, for bringing that up and being on point. As far as the graphics and visuals are concerned, some of the most horrendous death scenes you will see in a game, period. And to be honest, and see, this is what I'm saying too, Captain. Everybody wants to keep making the comparison on the original Dead Space. Okay, the original Dead Space kind of started the gruesome "you died" scene. Well, Callisto definitely one-upped it so much that people complained and wanted to be able to skip it. Nobody asked to skip Dead Space death scenes.
Yeah,
good call.
I get a Callisto on their death scene. They really take it up a notch, man. I mean, they got Jokers that would stuff their fingers in your eyes. Matter of fact, and I'm on what's it called, and I'm not we're not gonna get there because I try the game out as hard as I can. You know, this guy work. Anywho.
No, come on, Captain. I tell the people all the time when I make videos, this O.D.D game night. We old men with jobs.
Man with jobs.
With
exactly.
jobs. So, with jobs.
I can definitely still rate it to where I'm at. And this Joker that's behind me, as you see, Tony Two-Head, you know, see, I'm on a level that you gotta be fighting on right now, dog.
I'm gonna edit it at the bottom and we gonna give credit to Striking Distance, and I'm gonna look up his real name. But for our purposes when we play, and for the prison atmosphere, we call his ass Tony Two-Heads. That's Tony Two-Heads.
Tony Two-Heads.
It's Tony Two-Heads.
It's a prison. What did you say, Winnie? It's a prison.
It's Black Iron. It's Tony Two-Heads.
And now we can go back on to the next subject what you said, because the graphics is nice, just period. You know, you're gonna have some good fight scenes, good monsters. And, I'm trying to see if I have any downfalls on that too, you know.
Graphically.
I'm trying to see. Graphically it's pretty cool. You know, not really graphically it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good. Like I just said, the young lady from The Boys, they have her looking exactly like
you can tell that they definitely did actual rendering. They actually acted all those scenes out. It's their captured images, all of that stuff. It's nice. Now, the things that stuck out for me with the graphics was a lot of stuff you were talking about. Of course, visually, it looks great. If you have ray tracing turned on, reflections, all of that stuff is ridiculously crisp and nice. But what I like what they did graphically is how much they made the images themselves add to the atmosphere. And what I mean by that is they already did a great job by placing it in a prison. I thought that was a great setting for a horror movie or game or whatever, because just like a spaceship in Dead Space, you got limited places to go. It can get claustrophobic. It's locked areas, all of those things that you need to make it hard to survive. So the prison was perfect for that. But what I like what they did graphically was how they were able to make it, if you were going through corridors with pipes and stuff, they would make it steamy to where it really seemed like it was mist and stuff around. When you made it to like chapter 5 and you went outside, it definitely seemed like it was cold and frozen. It was like the visuals with the atmosphere. It was like if it was supposed to look like it was hot, it was hot. When you went down in like chapter 6 in that below like basement area where everything looked, all the walls looked like it was made out of tissue and gunk and slime. It was like just how detailed they got and how they were able to make it different from one scene to another. I thought they did a good job with that.
Yeah, it was good. That visually, I mean, again, they have one scene And I said this probably around about chapter 4.
Mhm.
He runs like these. I think you're following the red pipes or something like that. But the one thing, it actually like he's not. He's like he's running through shit.
Captain.
He's running through
Hold
shit.
on.
And if you play that scene, you're like, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
As soon as you said it, I knew what you were talking about. It's like, and not only do you run through it, you got to fight 2 cats in it. It's like, so don't be trying to get out as quickly as you can because it stinks. No, you better be ready to pull that damn baton out. Is what you better be ready to do.
And another thing on the graphics, I like that too. It'll go away after he run or whatever. But after a battle scene, I like the way they have it. That joke can be covered in blood, man. Especially like
if you didn't get a quick kill, like throwing somebody in some spikes. If you straight up had to bash them to death, oh yeah, you look like Carrie when you come out the other side of that. You look like damn Carrie for sure. I love it. Now
they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
Captain, tell me you don't look like that when you finish.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Oh man. All right. Off to the sound.
Yes.
What do you think about the sound?
Well, the sound is cool. I mean, it's not too. I mean, I mean, it's not a very. What's the word I want to say? It's not like it's so much of a long scripted. You understand? You know, Wizzo, you see him. There's a lot of fighting. So you get that going on. It's not too much that they have too much to talk about it in Jacob or whatever and shit. But the sound is cool because it's best played with if you got your headsets on, definitely play with them because it's needed. You understand? Because you just need it because you want to hear the rumbling and shit going on around you and coming through them the vents and everything. So, but it's cool. Like I said, so far, everything right now is getting definitely B's from me and shit as overalls. Of what the 2 classes that we just touched.
I like what you brought up because I had 2 notes with the sound. And they both tied in with the graphics as far as how well they made the whole overall atmosphere of the game. And the one note I had about the sound was the localized sound, like you were saying, meaning that the sound purposely had distance to it. Like you literally could hear the biophage or whatever those things called crawling around to the tunnels. And like you said, if you got your headsets on, you can almost hear where they're gonna come out at. The sound is that good to where you could be like, "Oh, this cat's about to come out behind me."
You hear the rumbling.
That's not by accident that sound was that pinpoint. The other thing that stood out to me with their detailed sound was again the basement levels with the blind cats. Remember, all the walls are like all that tissue and shit.
Yeah.
Every step you take is all squishy and gishy noises, and then you can be completely still, and it's like the walls themselves to be making all of that noise. I'm like, man, in my opinion, they did a great job, both with the visuals and the sound. They did a really good job on those. All right. Bring us back to the next topic, number 3. Like we said, the part that probably got a lot of controversy, and definitely a part of a game that you saw a lot of people complaining about, and that's getting to the story.
Okay.
Actual story. I'm gonna let you start off. As far as overall, what did you feel about the story, the setting? I mean,
well, the story is I won't say typical, but it's a typical. Jacob, he's in some shit. You understand? It's a bad place, wrong time. You understand? Whatever, shit happens. And, once again, he's trying to escape. You understand? Like, he's trying to get the hell up out of there and shit, So, and for me, people, and I hate that I cannot answer this yet because I'm on chapter 7. 7.
Yeah, so
And
it's only 8 chapters. You almost
It's 8 chapters. So my last one, I'm about to wrap it up. But for me,
Mhm.
where they at right now, story-wise, it's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay. It's like, again, to me, it's like this Joker's trying to just get the hell up out of here. But what saves it for me, for Callisto, is for me, and I'm an old Joker playing this shit, is that it's fast paced. You understand? It keeps me with you. I would in most games I'd have done put this shit to the side and been playing something else.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Y'all don't know this,
so
but yeah.
so it definitely the story, the pace of it doesn't keep me bored. That's for sure. And I tell you this, every time I was in the play, I like it now. I guess for me is, and I said this is another time I said it's a game for some reason. It's like if a person is stressed out, that's a stress relieving game, because you can just go out there and just bash the hell out of shit, man. Melee the hell out of shit, man. So it's that part, but it's okay, because like I said, it still has me going. I like the way that people talk about. I've heard you say, I like the way you heard me say this from the very beginning. They make you use your natural instincts in this game. See,
and that goes into gameplay. Yeah.
They make
which is the next section, but yeah.
Oh, well, okay. You're right. But the storyline, it's okay. He's trying to get the hell up out of there. I can't wait to and when the next time we come back on the ODD, I'm gonna finish up what I'm gonna say on this part. But I hope to see what happens. But so far, it's just a Joker trying to get up out of there. And Jacob is for real, man. He just got to fight his way up out of there.
The story for me, I would agree with you on the okay mark. There were aspects of it I really liked, but then it was some parts of it that kept me from being like, it's really, really the bomb, and saying that it's more than, like you said, okay. And like I said before, I like the setting where they placed it. A prison moon, great place for horror. That made a lot of sense putting it there. I like that part of the story. I liked the reason why the Warden and the people at Black Iron were doing what they were doing, which was to prepare humans to be able to travel beyond our solar system. Got that. So that made sense. That was a good part of the story. The only thing, like you said, when you started, where it starts to become familiar, is it started to feel Umbrella-esque, was when, okay, we're using the alien virus or whatever on the prisoners. I just thought it was something else that they could have done, that they were doing to the prisoners, besides mailing it in and using like some kind of damn virus shit. Like even though the reason they were doing it was different, was to be able to travel somewhere else, whereas Umbrella may have been doing it for bioweapons and profit or whatever. But but it still was a virus making zombie things, and what I'm saying. So now we in space with us alien virus making zombie things. So it was like that's where the story kind of lost its, like it started as something sort of original, and then it fell apart with the fucking virus, as far as originality. So I'm with you. Still was good, slash. But
in its graphics and its brutality, the different, it's that saves it and everything, because there's some good fights, there's a lot of good shit in there.
But as far as the story, I was just like, I thought they could have pushed it a little bit more with the imagination. They started at a good spot, and I just thought it got familiar. But and you bringing it to the last section, which is gameplay, which was another part that's been like hit or miss with a lot of people in different communities, online. Some people like it, some people didn't. Your thoughts on the overall gameplay? Like you said, it's a stress reliever. So I'm gonna say that I think that you are a fan of the melee aspect in the game and the brutality.
You call me stick man, so I'm going on
the original stick. I hate I don't have the footage, y'all. One day, really quick, because if I find the footage, it'll be delicious. I was trying to show this fool how to play Dying Light, and we out here, it's a horde of zombies. I run up on the top of a bus to get ready to tell him to come run on the bus and don't try to fight hordes of zombies. And I look over there and he got a level 1 stick in the middle of a horde of zombies trying to fight. It ain't
What is it? That's what I do, man.
That's what he do.
Give me a stick and we're gonna fight. We're gonna try to fight our way up out of this thing. But the overall, and I said that from the very beginning, I think that's one of the most, they still give you hints. You know, and I've noticed that, like, you'll see, like, if you need to go, you know, like, to the subway, you know, there may be an arrow or something up there. But for the most part about it, that I do like about it, because you don't have no tracker. They don't even give you a map. See, that part, some people might find it annoying, but I love it. Like I just said, I have never really played a game that made me use my natural instincts. Like, you'll come to a fork in the road and be like, left or right. You know, you don't have no button you press it and be like, vroom, vroom, vroom. You get the green or the blue light that goes this way. No, sir.
No, thank you, Captain. Again, and I get loving or hating that. I do get loving or hating that. And I also get people naturally hating it if, again, you're under the shadow of the original Dead Space, because lot of your team are. But see, I'm
gonna tell you something about Dead Space. I'm only gonna jump on because that's gonna be another topic, because it's two different games.
In 6 days, yeah.
Now I love that because Dead Space was just, even though they're on that spaceship, it just seemed like it's just so much more bigger, man. It was just. It's just a different game, man.
Yeah, it was. Well, here's the thing, and since we're still on the gameplay of Callisto Protocol, and we're talking about Dead Space, and you can't talk about one without talking about the other. I think what was an unfair criticism initially with the game was critiquing the gameplay, looking at it from a Dead Space lens, and I think Dead Space was fire first, melee was something secondary.
Yeah.
Callisto is the complete opposite. It's melee first, firing at shit is secondary. You cannot go through that game thinking you finna shoot everybody, because there's not enough bullets there.
And I love it because we talked about this before. And just so the only difference from Dead Space is, besides this tracker, it's not that you're actually giving Isaac anything. I love it. He's an engineer. Everything he had, he designed that shit, dog. It's just different.
Exactly.
Settings and shit. It's a prison. How much weaponry do you think Jacob's gonna have?
Prison shit.
Out of a
prison? Shiv, a crowbar, a shot baton. A security pistol. That's it. We're not getting, and the thing is, and the ammo is gonna be limited. No, it's not.
Very limited, dog.
It's gonna be limited.
So I looked at it like that too, and I was really take that into like.
And here's the other part that I enjoyed and I liked about it. All right, like, hey, Captain, you know, I got an entire fucking 7-minute reel in damn Chapter 3 alone, where I got killed about 50 fucking times.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The difficulty in the combat, in a way, was the beauty of it. I mean, and you can appreciate this, because what are you doing right now? What was you playing last night for an hour and a half?
Was you on Cuphead?
Cuphead, which is one of the most difficult games out there. Why do people play that? Because it's hard. Okay, so when people complain that, oh, it takes too long to switch weapons, yeah, it does. And guess what? That's realistic. No, you can't hurry up and switch from a machine gun to a pistol lightning damn fast and be damn shooting. And it takes a minute. Yeah, he got to bend down and stab himself in the neck to heal himself. You got to figure that shit out.
Dead Space, let me tell you something, especially fighting this joker behind me, Tony Two Hands.
Shouts out to Tony Two Hands.
Shouts out to that punk ass joker. But all your reloading is on the run, dog.
Dog, you gotta find a way to do it.
All your reloading is on the run, dog. All your reloading is on the run.
On the run, baby. They give you little breaks in between the waves and stuff to pull it off. I'm like, shouts out to Carcinogen. Captain, let me tell you something. It's a dude on YouTube, man. His name's Carcinogen.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way in a freezing on fire and then freezing again fucking hell would I have the patience nor the damn desire. But I get the desire because a lot of people watch the videos and you get some coin. But Captain, this fool, he will do no damage runs of games.
Oh, no.
Did you hear what I said, Captain?
Oh, you
and
know
he's got a
you.
no damage run of Callisto.
No.
No damage. I'm proud to have a damn maximum security run where I made it to the end. Damn, no damage. He like,
I'm the joker that got like 92 saves. That's me. I got 92 saves.
No, he'll be like, I'm the joker that's glad they ain't using ink ribbons in this bitch. Thank God for that.
What? Oh no! I don't care if we finish this shit dragging out ass.
Thank God it ain't no ink ribbons.
If the game is over and I completed that shit, yeah, I don't give a damn how injured he is. No sir.
Yeah.
No sir.
Yeah.
Let me see some credits, dog.
Yeah.
But let me see some credits. Because that's a good thing for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing for me.
Oh, Captain, come on. Again. Old man with jobs. Old man with jobs. I'm like, Captain,
but I will tell you though,
I need a sergeant strike for my max security run. Go ahead. What you say?
It's one of the games that I did complete. Was that motherfucking Dead Space?
Original,
I came back
that's
from
what I'm
that
saying,
boy.
man, Captain. You go back.
And I'm so look at me, people. I flushed it right now.
Yes, he's deep. You deep in this. You deep in this. And come on, Captain. It wasn't 6 days.
That remake, XS, baby.
The remake.
Yes, sir.
And really right quick too on gameplay, just because a patch came out, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday?
One of the day had downloaded or some shit like that.
Patch came out because we can't talk about the stuff we liked about the gameplay because we are kind of gushing over the combat because we liked it and we did like the difficulty or whatever. But I will have to point out that especially at launch and early on, it was quote unquote buggy for the PC community, which is a no-no. We know that's a no-no. We said way back when that they are the season ticket holders of gamers, and we definitely we know now. So that, hey, you know what I mean? You can't be buggy with the PC community. And another gripe they had was replayability, meaning like a lot of games like your Resident Evils and even the Dead Spaces before that, people that beat those games had an incentive and they wanted to play them again, especially with stuff like, oh, I know, New Game Plus, where you take your old inventory into a new game. Callisto didn't offer that until 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
So that messed up your replayability because see, a lot of people buy games for $60 and $70. They don't want to just play it one time through, especially when they complaining that the game only takes about 10 to 12 hours to beat in the first place. Yeah, and a lot of people like,
especially these gamers out here.
Damn games.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, see, I'm an old man, but like you said, these gamers out there, they ain't trying to.
They won't. Yeah, think about it. If you're a teenager or even an early 20-year-old person, you drop $70 on the game. You don't want to just play it for fucking 12 hours. And I'm gonna give them that.
We should play the Madden back.
Yeah, I'm like, I give them that. I give them that. So you can't be buggy. You got to offer good replayability, which I'll give them, you know, a small cape, as we say. That's what we say. We giving somebody a little piece of credit. That's what we say.
Support.
We putting a cape on for them. They did release a patch. They've been releasing several patches to fix bugs, which I heard they've done. But they added the New Game Plus where you can take your old stuff into a new game, because that way you can make achievements like maxing out every weapon. You can't max out every weapon in that game if you can't take your old stuff, if you got to keep starting over because you don't make enough money to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To max out every weapon. It costs $3,000 to max out like stuff at the top tier, and it's like 6 weapons. You don't make enough money. Yeah. So that helps on the replayability. But
the one thing go ahead, what you about to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, overall though, for me, with graphics, the sounds, you know, the pros and the cons I had on the story and the pros and the cons I had on the gameplay. as of right now, me reviewing the game, not reviewing it when it first came out, reviewing it that now they've done some of these patches. Now you can't play with your old stuff. If we was going out of 10, I would give it a solid 7. And I'll say this, I enjoyed it enough to play it 2 times. I played a regular run and then I did a max run. And like you say, man, when you get used to the combat, it's almost like artwork. When you throw a motherfucker into somebody else and then throw a bucket into them and then bash them with your baton, shoot them in the fucking face. I mean, dog. You like Kid Bill. Nice. So I enjoyed the game, man. And I'm gonna tell you this. That 7 will go into a strong 7.5 when they drop some good DLC, which I heard is supposed to be on the horizon.
That's what I'm looking
they drop
to
some
see
DLC
too,
that extends the story.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
I signed up for that.
Even though they have like long chapters, right? I'm gonna just say that too. Even though they have long chapters, and I'm about to be finished in chapter 8, it still seems short.
It is, because here's the thing with Callisto, and I experienced this when I played it the second time. Even though the second time was on a harder difficulty, I finished it quicker. The game's not long if you don't die a lot. And the first time you run through it, you're gonna die a lot because you're not used to the combat mechanics. It takes you almost the half the fucking game to get used to how to fucking fight with the damn things, the dodging and the mechanics and shit. But once you get it down and you don't die a lot, the game's not long at all. It's not.
See, my thing is, I can't even imagine that cat who you just told me about who has no hits at all. Is this joke even going to sleep, man? I mean, I don't know.
Dog, you gotta understand.
How are you doing that?
I'm like, once you got followers like that and you that good, that's your job. I'm gonna need some supplies.
I need some supplies, dog.
That's supplies.
Pop.
Oh, shouts out to the security box. Boy, you know the motherfuckers.
You got a pop lock.
Lethal use, of course, has been authorized.
Oh yeah, I blasted that joker.
Welcome to Black Iron Prison.
I blasted that joker right in his face, man.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to come back on this O.D.D game night with you, man. Glad
yes,
that
sir.
you're still out here.
We're gonna get this bad boy out.
But I know you still like, you gonna keep it popping. Like I said, LT question mark. LT question mark. Remember that, people. LT. If you like Callisto, LT, man.
For sure.
LT, man. That's
O.D.D
something.
game night review.
Yeah.
Murph, man. Hey, I gave it a 7. What did you give it, Murph?
At this time, it also gets to 7 from me also.
7 for you also.
7 from me also. And like I say, I'm gonna give it when we come back to next O.D.D, I'll throw in my little final review of it and everything.
Nice.
And hopefully another game. But on this, Woody, glad to have this drink with you, my homie.
Yes, sir. And you know what next games are up? Next game is the Dead Space Remake.
Yes, sir.
Followed by February Black History
Month
of Deathloop.
Now, Woody, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I'm hoping that it is.
Hold on a second, Captain. Deathloop, we for sure gotta have our Twitch boxes together. One of us chasing the other one? Come on, bruh.
Yeah.